Japan Up Close.
Hello everyone, my name is Asma Shirazi and I'm a journalist, TV journalist from Pakistan, and I host a show. It's 4 days a week in Pakistan. I'm in journalism since last 18 years. I'm writing a piece, a column every week for BBC Urdu as well. And I have covered war. I'm a war correspondent. I was awarded Peter Mackler Award in Washington in 2014 for the courage in ethical journalism. And I'm a political correspondent, commentator. I started working as a correspondent and then I'm a host of a show. I was the first female political correspondent of Pakistan, first female political talk show in Pakistan, and first female war correspondent as well. Overall, it was a very fruitful, very meaningful, and very useful visit for me. This time, I met various people. I met university students, and there was a great interaction with the youth as well. And then I met a few women, very powerful women of Japan. One is a politician, and the other one is an entrepreneur. So I think the empowerment of women was the main focus, and I wanted to meet women of Japan. So because we are also facing the same problems in Pakistan as well, especially the problem of women equality and the equal opportunities in the society. Yeah, education is also a big issue for us because many children are deprived of schools in Pakistan. So that was also a area of interest for me as well. My education background, I did my master's from Punjab University in political science, and I did my graduation from Islamabad. I was the debater. I was the best debater of Urdu language. So I won many prizes on national level, and I won the Prime Minister Shield, the highest, biggest award as for debaters. I was best at parliamentary style of debating, and then I was the magazine of my editor of my college magazine. I was fond of writing and speaking. I was singing, and I was an actress as well in college. So I was a very active student as far as co-curriculum activities were concerned. So it was like fun during my student life. Yeah. Naturally, it's a very developed country, so I have a special interest for the science and technology and the development in the field of media and field of education as well. So I came to know the various methods of teaching, and as they told me and briefed me, it was like impressive. And they told us about the nursery and the elementary education, and up to 15 the education is free. It's a state's responsibility, and the education is compulsory. As you know, we are facing problems because of education in Pakistan. We don't have we cannot facilitate. I mean, the state is not able to facilitate kids to go to schools, and kids are deprived, and it's a big number. They are deprived of basic education even. These are the fields where Japan can help Pakistan as well, for the education, for the elementary school system, and for the primary school system, and for the betterment, and the focus on the moral education is very important. And as we have passed through a long war against terrorism, and we were part of the war against terrorism, and we suffered a lot because of that, and the kids and the women were the most affected. So I think that's the main focus, that how to tell people that they should be more into moral education, and the for as a very active social member, or the societal member, or the person of a society. Naturally, I'm a woman, so I'm concerned about them. So in every society, women and kids are the most sensitive part of the society, and Naturally, we are facing problems in Pakistan because of the system, the norms, values, and the culture. There are many hurdles, but the main hurdle is education and the lack of education in the society. That is why women are not getting their proper right. Not they are not getting equal opportunities. They are deprived of education vis-a-vis our male members of the society. They are vulnerable. And here we met the gender equality person, the focal person regarding that. So women are also facing problems here. For example, in decision makings, they are not there, and they are not in politics as much as we have in Pakistan. We have big number in Pakistan who are in politics, but in decision making in private and public sector, that is also very important. And we had women prime minister, even US never has. And we have lawyers, doctors, engineers, journalists, and we have women in every part of walk of the life. So I think very thrilling, energetic, dynamic women we have, but they need to get equal opportunities. In Pakistan, people are very positive about Japan all the time. When I was a kid, we were used to watch NEC TV. That was a Japanese TV. And when we were getting old, that TV was same there in our place. So we were used to take a shoe to send to hit it, so it was working. So it's always like impression in Pakistan society that Japanese never stop working. So I think the simple and shortest solution in my mind is for the better relationship exchange program between youth. So I think the youth and women and people to people contact, that always work. The impressions people have while going back, as I'm going back, and I will take the impression with me that this is the country which has some incredible things. Like after the war, they resolve and they evolve themselves, that we are not into the issues. We have to work and we have to prove as a nation. So you did. So I think this is the big thing which matters. So while back home, naturally we feel a very cordial relationship with Japan, and we love Japanese. Recently, I uploaded a video from the university, and the guy who was on my Twitter account, and guy was singing "Dil Dil Pakistan, Jaan Jaan Pakistan," and it got viral in just in one day. So I mean, people, they are in love with Japan. In fact, so the impression and the expression also matters. It's simply marvelous. The majesty the mountain has. Um, I mean, this is beyond my thinking. It's not a simple mountain, frankly. It has a lot of history, culture, and even spiritualism in that mountain. So I think that mountain is an element of humanity, and definitely it's a sleeping volcano. So but sleeping, having an eye, and not erupting, so that as long as it's not erupting, it's the whole passion in the mountain is it has some charisma as well. I think, as I have observed, people are so enthusiastic about 2020 Olympics. They are getting prepared. They are proud of the event that they are going to be the host. Japan is the wonderful country as a host. So I think as an Oriental country, and the traditions they are carrying as an Oriental country, they are enthusiastic, and wonderful preparations are going on. Wonderful stadium and Olympic stadium and everything, they are under preparations. And I think Japan is totally ready to receive guests over here in Japan.
Japan, up close.